If someone asked you to give the name of a mouthwash product, one of the brands that would likely come to mind is Listerine. One of the biggest brands on the high streets and online in the UK, Listerine is a market leader in mouthwash products. And I've been testing this, the Stay White mouthwash range of products from Listerine. This is the 1 litre bottle. So after about 4 weeks of testing, what do I actually think about it? Well, let's start with the pros. It comes in a variety of bottle sizes, 250, 500 and 1 litre. The 250 milliliter bottle comes in around about £2.60, the 500 milliliter around about £4, and the 1 litre can be as cheap as £4.15, so there's not that much difference in the price, and the 1 litre certainly works out the cheapest of the lot. So what do I really like about this product other than the variety of bottle sizes that it comes in? Well, it generally works out quite cost effective, and just one use can cost as little as 8 pence, which is a lot cheaper than some of the other mouthwashes that I've tested in the past. Now, it's certainly fair to say that my mouth remained fresh for quite a long period of time after using this mouthwash. It's difficult to determine exactly how long, but certainly fresher for longer than if I had just cleaned my teeth. It offers something to use perhaps mid-afternoon if you just want a boost of freshness. Now, I use this as part of my normal brushing routine, so I brush my teeth twice a day. I flossed once a day, didn't really make any changes to my diet or anything like that, so I'm pretty confident in the way that this works, and it did leave me with more confidence when I went out that I would have a fresh breath, even if it was sort of later in the morning or later afternoon where I haven't actually used the mouthwash all that recently, you know, maybe 3-4 hours ago. It does also reduce tartar. I did kind of feel that after eating and after periods of time, I didn't seem to get quite the same build up. I mean, maybe that was psychological, but it didn't feel like along the gum line and in between the teeth it was quite so sort of a build up of tartar or bacteria. The mouthwash seemed to work at removing that. What I also like is how readily available it is. You can pick this up from almost all major supermarkets, from outlets such as Boots and Superdrug, you know, chemists, and online as well. It's not hard to pick this up. So what are some of the cons? Well, we've got this nice big cap here, which makes for very easy pouring and sort of trying to measure out your dosage. You're supposed to use 20 mils twice a day. The difficulty is this black cap, there's no real measure mark inside, or if there is, I can't really see it because it's kind of lost. So whilst it's nice and grippy to use, you can't really measure out all that easily. You've got a nice long neck on here, but the suggestion is 4 or 5 ml tablespoons of this, but I think what they work on the basis is you measure it out and take a bit of a guess approach to it. Now, whilst it's got a mint flavour to it, it's quite strong. Perhaps overpowering for some people. It was on the borderline for me in terms of the strength of this. What was also interesting on the label down here, it says use within 12 months. Now, there's no problem with that because generally you are going to use a litre within 12 months, but it's one of the first times I've actually seen this on a bottle. A lot of the other mouthwash products don't tend to have this on here now, whether that's just an oversight or what, I don't know, but just something that I noticed in comparison to other mouthwash products that I've used. So with this is suggested to be a Stay White mouthwash, and I think that's perhaps a little misleading. Well, perhaps misleading is the wrong turn of phrase here, but I think many of us may believe that our teeth will be whiter by using this product, and that's not strictly the case. There's nothing in this mouthwash that will actually make your teeth whiter, but what the mouthwash does do is fight against the bacteria that may stain your teeth. So if you've eaten or drunk something that may normally stick to the tooth surfaces and potentially stain the teeth, the mouthwash is fighting against that to keep the teeth as white as they would be naturally, or if you had not used a mouthwash product. So where it could potentially stain if you weren't using a mouthwash, the mouthwash is designed to try and keep your teeth their natural whiteness, but it's not strictly a whitening product. So it's just a caveat really there to be clear about this Stay White. They market it as if it's slightly different when in fact the fundamentals of it is there's nothing here that actually makes your teeth whiter. It just helps your teeth stay cleaner and fresher because you are indeed using this. The 20ml dosage is a little bit larger than some other mouthwashes that generally suggest sort of a 10 to 15ml dosage, but the kind of offset to that is the fact that the cost of this is considerably lower. Now, in conclusion, having used this for about a month, what do I really think about it? Well, I can't really find much to fault with it. The power of the mouthwash in terms of the zinginess, I think, is perhaps the biggest criticism that I can have for this, and I believe that is in part because of the high alcohol content in here. It's 16% alcohol, which is quite high in comparison to a lot of other mouthwash products. But that said, it does leave your mouth feeling fresh for a relatively long period of time. It's cost effective, it's easily available, there's different bottle sizes available, and whilst there is a shelf life of about 12 months once you've actually opened it, you're generally going to use a litre a lot quicker than that. So overall, I'm quite impressed with this, and if you wish to use a mouthwash and you want to get a shot of freshness at different times throughout the day, this is quite a good cost-effective way of doing it, and you will notice the difference. I can certainly say that I have felt more confident going out having used a mouthwash, but you've just got to probably battle with the strength and zinginess, which for some might be a little bit too overpowering. To read the full written review that accompanies this video, be sure to click the link in the description. But until next time, thanks for watching.